Hello and welcome to the Heliosblog. My name is Helios. Today we're going to talk about what is a man? Everyone today seems to have an answer to this question. Of course, to the detriment of men everywhere. The answers men are usually taught are wrong. We've strayed too far from our cavemen roots and now have lost the way regarding masculinity. Our definition of manhood has been changed so drastically, many men have no idea what they're supposed to do anymore. Let's talk about it. Enjoying my content? Check out my blog at heliosblog.com. On YouTube, you can support me by liking and subscribing. I'm also on Spotify if you'd prefer a podcast. If you're interested in my books, The Strategist Guide to Seduction and Quotes to Live By, they're available on Amazon. In addition, you can follow me on Patreon at theheliosblog for exclusive content. On with the show. What is a man? What men are taught they should be from a young age is not what a man is. Men are taught from a young age the wrong thing on purpose in order to better facilitate the matriarchy. More on that later. What a man actually is can be seen in old literature and movies. Let me give you a list of qualities men have so you can compare it to the list that women have defined men should be. Number 1, strong. Number 2, independent. Number 3, cocky. Number 4, aloof. Number 5, savvy. Number 6, witty. Number 7, in charge. Number 8, powerful. Of course, the men we see in modern media absolutely do not embody these qualities, and in fact only fake men act like this in our modern times in pop culture. Real men, as defined by the matriarchy, are quite different. Men as defined by the matriarchy. What a real man is, according to matriarchy, is not a man at all. Here's a list. Number 1, weak. Number 2, servile. Number 3, emotional. Number 4, aims to please. Number 5, supplicatory. Number 6, a good listener. Number 7, respectful of women. Obviously, if men follow these rules, which are basically how a boy should treat mommy, he is completely sexually unattractive to women. The matriarchy's mental prison. The matriarchy aims to prevent men from ever becoming men. It does this by teaching men to be servile from a young age. Only those that break free of the chains they were taught to place on themselves are able to rise above and become alpha. Many of the social rules we follow and the social niceties we do are in place in order to teach men at every level and in every environment to defer to women. Such is the power of the modern matriarchy. Alpha versus beta. Alphas are treated amazingly, while betas are not. Alphas receive actual attention, love, and affection from women, whereas betas receive scraps. This is because only alpha men are seen as men by women. Beta men are more akin to purses than people. A man, therefore, is someone who has broken free of his mental prison and treats women the way they want to be treated, and not the way they say they want to be treated. Who gets to be a man? The only men that actually get to be men are those that break free of the mental prison that is their feminine conditioning. Only those men who see reality for what it is and stop living their lives as slaves can actually rise to be men. All the rest of the human population are thrown in the meat grinder, to be discarded when they have no more use. This is the real reason why I prescribe the importance of breaking free of your mental prison and seeing yourself as the center of your own life. Only then can you be free and truly happy. Manning up. In the modern world, manning up means to do whatever some woman orders you to do. Manning up means to finally submit to the matriarchy and become the slave you are supposed to be. Manning up includes, number 1, taking care of another man's child. Number 2, marrying women who are clearly subpar for long-term relationships. Number 3, extreme supplication. All of these things are obviously terrible for men. Do not fall into the trap of manning up, as it has been corrupted from its previous meaning. Modern marriage is not masculine. The matriarchy wants you to get married. This is because the matriarchy knows that once you're in a marriage, you're under the thumb of a woman. She has you by the balls through the government and your money being held hostage. Since modern marriage takes away all freedom and opportunity that was present before, modern marriage is not masculine. It's a sign of submission to get married in the modern age and is thus beta. No man would allow himself to be controlled the way that marriage allows in our modern society. Do not get married. Don't let the matriarchy define what being a man is for you. If you let the matriarchy define what masculinity is for you, you've already lost. The matriarchy doesn't care about you, it cares about itself. It stands to reason then that the matriarchy would want to teach you things that favor itself. Once the matriarchy has changed the definition of masculinity to mean maximum submission to the feminine, they can rest easy knowing that they've guaranteed their long-term safety net. Do not allow yourself to be a slave to their goals. Conclusion. The definition of what a man is has been corrupted in order to better facilitate the goals of the matriarchy. The only men allowed to be men in our modern times are those who rise above the mental prison put in place by the matriarchy. You need to, for your own sake, break out of the box you've been put in. You are worth more to the world. Break free.